Ashwin not playing? Or why is Thakur not playing? Right? I mean, here's the thing. Right? It's easy for us to criticize Virat Kohli. I mean, why didn't he pick Ashwin? Why didn't he pick Thakur? Why didn't he play Siraj during the World Test Championship final? Why didn't he open with Ashwin, especially when there were two left-hand batsmen during the New Zealand World Test Championship final? It's a lot of questions that we always need to ask, right? And it's important that we do ask them. It's important that we criticize our captain at times, right? Obviously, he just like he belongs to India, we belong to him as well. Like we love cricket, right? And that's why you have these selection questions. However, let me put this to let me put this thought across you. Let's try to think like Virat Kohli. What exactly is he thinking? Right? It's easy to criticize, but what exactly is he thinking? Right. What has been Virat Kohli's vision for away games? I mean, it's been some time where we haven't heard India dominate, especially when going outside like they've been doing in the past 6 years. Right? India's quartet right now has been one of the best in the world, and we have won two series in Australia. Please don't forget that, as well as in South Africa. Right. Virat Kohli's vision for away games, we need to take 20 wickets away from home. And that's important. That's a non-negotiable. Even if the batsmen don't score runs, we need to take 20 wickets. That's the most important thing, and that's the aim Virat Kohli has set for the fast bowling squad. And for that, you need a fast bowling brigade. There's a reason why you don't have many spinners developed in outside of India, right? I wouldn't count subcontinent. I would say outside of subcontinent, right? I mean, Shane Warne is an obvious exception. Graham Swan did really well for England, but you don't have that many names, and there's a reason. Fast bowling works. It does not matter how good of a spinner you are. Fast bowling works. You have to find a formula and stick to it. Then obviously you've got five specialist batsmen. Out of those five batsmen, he expects one batsman to score big, whether 80, 100, 120 or more, and then two batsmen chipping in, especially with their half centuries. That should get India to a score of 275 plus, especially if you get more than 350. India's pretty much guaranteed not to lose, right? You would go into a 50 draw, but India's not going to lose if they score more than 350. Why is this important, right? Not many of you know, but when West Indies was in their prime, these four bowlers were the ultimate quartet. They were often called the death quartet. I'm not sure if most of you have seen the movie where the West Indies bowlers were just spitting death after death against the English, against Australians, against South Africans, against Indians. It was difficult to survive against them. And you know what? We have got the same quartet today, right? West Indies bowlers, you've got Marshall, Holding, Croft, Joel Garner. Well, not a like to like, but there were four right arm fast bowlers. We have got four right arm fast bowlers as well. Shami, Bumrah, Siraj, especially Siraj has made a good mark for himself, and the veteran Yashan Sharma, who bowls a good line and length. You've got four fast bowlers who can take 20 wickets away, and you can see the results of that. Team selection questions. Why is Shaw not playing? Why is Suryakumar Yadav not playing? Right? Obviously, when you try to compare Shaw, Virat believes in position play. Right? He's not going to just get any player into the squad. Remember, when Australia was on top during 1999 to 2007, the best Australian players couldn't find a spot. I mean, Michael Hussey made his debut at the age of 31, right? And he was called Mr. Cricket. Obviously, he won a lot of matches for Australia, but even he found it difficult to make it in the squad. You want to have a team like that, where the team aspires to be the best. The players who are not part of the team want to get into the squad, and in those cases, you have to believe in position play. You have to play those players for a long amount of time at the same positions. And obviously, Virat Kohli, Pujara, and Ajinkya Rahane, they haven't changed their batting position for a long time. And if you look at the first two tests, KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma have been doing really well. So there's no reason for Shaw to come in, right? The only position he can come in is as an opener. So either Rohit Sharma gets injured or KL Rahul gets injured. He has to go through that process. And remember again, Mayank Agarwal is still next in the line, so Shaw may still have to wait for his position. On the other hand, Sky has been performing really well, especially among Mumbai Indians, coming into the ODIs and T20s. He's been he's been put forward. His name has been put forward, especially in the fan community. He should be put. But hang on, you've got the World Test Championship in 2 years away, right? You need to have at least 20 tests down the belt if you're gonna try to aim to get the W Test Championship final, the World Test Championship final, right? There's no other player who scored a lot or there's not a player who can give you that guarantee as Pujara where they're going to play 100 balls. Right? Even with Suryakumar Yadav, the way he got out in ODIs, he almost threw his wicket away. Right? He doesn't. There's very little maturity in him that's required to be a number three player. I mean, you can compare the best number three players in the world. You put Rahul Dravid, you got Ricky Ponting, Kumar Sangakkara. They played a lot and lot amount of balls. Therefore, their objective was stay on the crease. Right? Suryakumar Yadav does not have that personality. He may score runs than Pujara, but Test is not just about scoring runs. Right? It's also important to play a lot of amount of balls. And Pujara will likely play till the end of the series. Right? Pujara is the best bet for India. If Pujara starts getting a couple of hundreds, people will completely forget about this. Remember, he's not playing in India as well. He's been playing for the past few years mostly away from India. So hopefully, if he's able to convert his small scores into big scores, he'll do really well.